Dire team ban.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for our second of 4 matches of the day. Now we've got a Navi triple header coming up. I'm LD. He's Guts. Coming up next, we have Navi versus Next.kz.
Yeah.
Navi have not played many StarLadder games. They have 6 games played. They've been slacking, to use your...
These guys have been just MIA. They've been playing Captain's Draft tournament, but that's like, well, it's Captain's Draft.
Turn to ban.
It's a different game almost.
And Denny's been back from free-to-play Premiere for quite some time now. He's been doing his 24-hour streams. Navi need to step it up. They'll have to play a lot of StarLadder in a very short period of time.
Yes, they've got 9 games to go, and there's like 5 days of StarLadder left. They've got, I think, 2 days with 3 matches and a couple days with a couple more, and we'll be seeing lots of Navi over the next few days.
Yeah, if you don't like Navi, tough shit, guys. We got to get these games played. So Navi versus Next.kz. That'll be your first of 3 Navi matches coming up today, and we'll hop into the draft momentarily here. But Gods, Next.kz, their opponent, a team that sometimes can surprise.
You know, Next.kz started off looking like one of the worst teams in this season of StarLadder. They were 1-7 at one point. They were losing games to the retry, the teams who looked just as hopeless as them, but then they turned it around. They took games off MYM. Recently, they took games off other like decent kind of tier 2 European teams. So looking at Next.kz, recently they've found some form. So looking forward to see how they do here against Navi.
Well, with that being said, the draft is underway, guys. We're going to go ahead and hop into it. Navi versus Next.kz begins right now. And the first overall pick, Next.kz go for the Ancient Apparition, and not be quick to reply with the bat and the Doom. Doom, we were talking about it yesterday, and I'm definitely, this is also my opinion, that I share it with Ben, that Doom is just a bit underappreciated by some of even these North American teams. We did see him once in the final game, but he's just been ignored for the most part. But in CIS, he is instant second pick material, and I think a well-deserved pick.
Loved by the CIS teams. They were the ones who kind of brought him to the Western scene, starting off with Virtus Pro, then kind of moved on to Empire, and then we saw all the CIS teams like first banning this hero. So
look at that 21% Doom pick rate. Jesus. That is really high.
Yeah, they like their Doom.
And they also like their puppy Enigma.
As for Next, they like their Nature's Prophet, so
no surprises here. And they don't get their ends on bat, but they do have their offlaner now in the Prophet, and actually looking at these bans, Next.kz remove out the Visage. Kuroki very strong on that hero. They don't have any support, so Next.kz will probably just see a double support ban. And as for Navi, a little bit harder. Maybe they ban a solo mid or something like that, but
Next.kz's draft is kind of like, he's like the Arteezy of this Next.kz team. They often play around him, they'll get him some greedy mid heroes. He's been playing a lot of Shadow Fiend lately.
A lot of Midas Shadow Fiends as
yes, well. Yeah, he's the big farmer who plays that mid role, and we'll definitely look out for him being a player that Navi want to shut down if they're worried about Next.kz. They may just say, hey, look, let's just play our game how we want to play it. Let's not try and shouldn't focus too much on countering them. We just want to work on ourselves, because they've been away for a while, so they just want to get back into a bit of a rhythm here and play a more standard game.
Navi generally do their own thing. I mean, sometimes if something's really strong, they will try and counter it, but for the most part, they just stick with what they're comfortable with. As far as the Shadow Fiend goes, this is a tough game to run Shadow Fiend. Bat and Doom, and the Dazzle is banned out, so hard to protect a Shadow Fiend against this lineup.
That's true. Once again, we get the AA plus Nature's Prophet duo, so they get global ganking potential of the 2 heroes there, which is always nice when you can find kills anywhere on the map. And that's the kind of thing you want to kind of pair with some kind of good initiator, where sure, you've got a Prophet offlane, but you want to get some kind of blink initiators, like either for your safe lane farmer, or maybe like a Storm Spirit for the mid lane, something that just gives you a good kind of way to jump in to combine with those ultis and get some nice easy kills.
Yeah, and they do need some lockdown here. 0 reliable stuns for Next.kz, unless you want to count Sprout into Cold Feet, but for that I say you are stretching it, my friend. And actually the Lifestealer gets banned.
The Ursa got, I don't know what the Ursa ban's about. I guess maybe they were leading towards a Lifestealer pick, but I don't think Navi were thinking that far ahead.
Next.kz, I think I have seen them run Ursa once or twice. They are Dire side, but I feel like you can give the team an Aegis. Not that scary.
Why not?
5 seconds
I guess
remaining.
better not to, if you have the choice. The Shadow Fiend's still out there for Next.kz. We don't know what their solo mid will be, but if they want to run an SF, then they need a ton of lockdown for these last 3 picks. And I don't know if the SF's really going to fit the way this game is developed. Maybe we see a little more just like elusive, and survivable carry to go mid.
I think the Storm's pretty good. I mean, sure you've got a
Navi's
Doom and a
turn
Bat
to
Rider,
pick.
but whatever you pick your mid lane, whether it's a Storm, an SF, a Puck, whatever it's going to be, they're heroes who don't match up well against Doom or Lasso. So
Could go, yeah. I mean, unless you go like something really unusual mid, maybe they go for like a lone druid or something.
Yeah.
But
and
that's pushy.
the more standard one, if you want something that doesn't get too owned by it, is like a Dragon Knight who's kind of tanky, but not just
Even then, he's tanky against physical damage. They have a lot of magic
10
damage.
seconds
I
remaining.
agree. Can't overthink it. Shadow Shaman will be the choice here for
Dire
Navi.
team pick.
Good lockdown, good initiation, good crowd control. Pretty decent at pushing. A lot of disable is what the hexagons are telling us, and hey, I think I agree with that.
a lot of ganking potential as well. I mean, Batright obviously leading the way when it comes to actual ganking there. So Na'Vi got themselves a strong trio of heroes here as far as a number of areas go.
Next.kz, what are they going to
10
pick? They
seconds
have very
remaining.
little defensive abilities right now. They're fairly squishy. They don't have much
5
crowd
seconds
control
remaining.
either. That is the one thing that I always worry about when I see a team open with, sure, this is a good like global strat,
Reserve
but
time.
these heroes are mobile, they need their levels, they're squishy, they're easy ganks in the mid game, and Na'Vi are a very good ganking lineup. So Next.kz, they need some really versatile and like well-rounded picks, I feel. They can't just go for like a hard carry, they can't just go for farmers. They need heroes that can fill a bunch of different needs.
Yeah, I think the Puck is always like your safe, stable, offers pretty much a bit of everything. He's utility, he's lockdown, he's got some good
Navi's
nuke
turn
damage as
to
well,
pick.
counter push. He can clear waves as well, which is useful for pushing. But for now, they get a clockwork, so more global damage here. You combine a Rocket Flare with the Prophet ultimate, the AA ultimate. Pretty annoying,
Wow.
especially for squishy heroes like Shadow Shaman.
I guess it's leading up towards a Spectre pick for Next.kz.
Could be, yeah.
Seems like the logical choice. Maybe something Na'Vi banned in the last stage. I mean, if they want to go full global, there's also Zeus. Zeus versus
10
Bat
seconds
Doom is,
remaining.
I mean, then
Yeah.
it's like a team of food, but
The Zeus is a bit dubious.
5
yeah. But,
seconds
well,
remaining.
if Ben were here, he would
You're
have.
better off getting like a Tinker or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Really.
Tinker. Well,
Reserve time.
Even a Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit is a big sense is it's not global, but he's long range initiation. That's what you combine with the Rocket Flare, AA Ultimate, and Nature's Prophet. I think the whole concept that you have to go full global is a bit silly because Zeus is just garbage. That hero is.
what's that comment from No-Tail? Never go half retard.
Yeah.
Always go full
Wow.
retard. Is going global retarded?
No,
No.
it's not.
Na'Vi?
Going full global is retarded. Well, situationally, yeah, I don't know. There's situations where you can pick go full global.
They need something just more durable as well. Whether it's got mobility or ideally is like tanky too.
Yeah, Spectre's not a bad pick though.
Dire
Just
team
kind of
pick.
tanky there, but you've got the clockwork to be kind of more of a frontliner, so I don't think Next.kz have to go for it.
I just feel like Next.kz have to position themselves so well this game. Shadow Shaman, Na'Vi normally good about getting their early Blink Dagger for whoever is going to be playing it, probably Kuroki, and you throw in the Bat Doom initiation, like good luck not getting caught.
Yep.
Sure, it's going to be tough not to be locked down, but if you
10
run like a Storm
seconds
this game, he
remaining.
could easily just feed all game long. So I don't know.
5
Next.kz
seconds
giving
remaining.
away the Bat Doom
It's
may
what,
turn out to bite them.
I mean, it's not normally like you don't normally ban out the Doom, and similarly, Batrider will
Navi's
slip the
turn
pull
to
every now and
ban.
then. So it's not something where it's like, hey, whatever you pick mid is
Right,
gonna
but
be
you also
potentially shut down.
when you pick Ancient Apparition Prophet as the first two, you get like just very equal heroes, not very
Yeah.
mobile.
I'm not sure what else you go instead. Like they're not gonna like. Pick,
10
I don't think you have to pick
seconds
Doom.
remaining.
Doom's not like a tier 1 must pick hero.
5
think he's
seconds
close.
remaining.
I definitely put him in like the top 15 picks right
Dire
now.
team
Yeah.
ban.
And 4 of those are usually going to be banned, so. He's in the discussion. Enchantress the choice for Next.kz here.
They can just go for more. It looks like they want to just dominate more the early game laning stage because that's where Doom can't do much until he's level 6, and even then it's hard to go into fights. Batrider, similar.
Navi's turn
He
to
needs his
pick.
Blink Dagger, so Next.kz can get some early towers, get some early momentum, and get pushing. Maybe that's going to be the way they look to play this.
So it looks like a Havos Doom possibly, as that's what Next.kz expect. Banning out the Puck. And Funnick should be on the Rider here. Shadow Shaman for Kuroki, or well, I guess Rubik for Kuroki maybe, and Shadow Shaman for Puppy. But either way, they'll need one more core. Most likely Dendy's hero potentially could be Havosts, but
10
They need more
seconds
damage output.
remaining.
Like you've got just Doom and Batrider as your cores. Neither does any physical
Shadow,
damage.
I think Shadow
5
Fiend's good here.
seconds
There's,
remaining.
again, just very little lockdown Next.kz. They just have Hookshot.
Shadow Fiend or TA would be the two
Reserve
that come to
time.
mind for me.
He could also go Storm. Na'Vi could. Actually, Storm would be really
The
good
other
here.
option is they just pick a Havost here. You can put Doom in the offlane. We've seen Funnick play offlane Doom, and they'll get Shadow Fiend though.
Dire
So,
team pick.
probably Dendy's hero for the mid lane.
I thought they might go Storm and just play kind of that Empire style where you've got the Doom, Storm, Bat. Super great initiation and still pretty good late game, but
Yeah.
Shadow Fiend mid, I mean, who's he going to lane against at this point? Next.kz, what do they go for as their solo mid? There's a TA out there. I mean, there's heroes that can maybe beat Shadow Fiend 1v1, but
I
they
kinda
also
like
have to worry about their mid game too.
I wouldn't mind seeing something like a Quap here,
10
just because
seconds
I think it's a good early game laning hero, and then can kind of
Quap?
snowball
Against
Yeah.
all this
5
lockdown?
seconds
Look,
remaining.
whatever you pick, there's lockdown. That's the thing. Like, you
Yeah,
pick
that Quap is like extra food
you
versus
pick
that
a Quap,
line.
you pick a Storm,
Reserve
you pick a whatever it is, you're going to get countered by Doom and Batrider. These heroes just counter core heroes. So whatever core hero you pick gets countered by Doom and Batrider. It's like, you can't just, there's like no way you're like around it, really.
Yeah, but there's heroes that are more durable and can actually take the punishment. Heroes like Dragon Knight are still out there. They'll go Night Stalker, so they do get a tanky can withstand the barrage, but also gonna have a tough time shutting down Dendy in the 1v1 matchup.
Yeah. Enchantress will be the guy who has to come in a lot to get those early pickoffs. Probably can always TP in as well, so if he finds himself with some space to get involved in that early action, maybe that could be the case.
All right, our first match of 3 for
Prepare
Team
for
Na'Vi
battle.
today. They've got a lot of games to play over the next week. They're on the Radiant side, and we'll introduce them now. Funnick on your offlane Batrider. The boots already picked up. Dendy, the Shadow Fiend. Puppy handling the Shadow Shaman. Havost on the Doom. Quite decked out here, I must say. He's got a full set.
Nice.
And Doom has 7 cosmetic slots, apparently. And the Rubik, of course, last but not least, left for Kuroki. Na'Vi in an okay position, but by no means guaranteed a slot in StarLadder.
Yes, just the one loss, but they've got so many matches left. Anything can happen. Their opponents for this first match back is going to be Next.kz. You've got Stalcat playing the offlane Clockwork. You've got Enchantress in the hands of Equal. What a fucker, the mid player going to be on the Night Stalker. The stand-in Illusionist playing the Ancient Apparition. And then finally, going to be Mantis on the Nature's Prophet. He's going to be your offlane. I think, where does the Clockwork go? Is this going to be a...
30 seconds to
Clockwork's
battle.
normally the offlaner for this team.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was Mantis.
No, Mantis is normally the carry player.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're right.
And Whatafaka normally goes mid. But they do have the stand in here, so maybe they're mixing things up. Maybe they're just going to run a safe lane solo Prophet? What is going on?
AA Enchantress can do a lot of roaming here, and yeah, Clockwork should...
I guess he is going mid. They're going to go aggressive tri-lane with the
battle
Night Stalker.
begins.
Okay, I kind of like this because Na'Vi probably hoping for the Shadow Fiend Night Stalker matchup. That's a really easy matchup for
Well,
Shadow Fiend.
Shadow Fiend Clockwork's still pretty easy here.
Yeah.
As long as the Enchantress doesn't gank, but that's not going to be the case.
Yeah,
Enchantress will be
I agree.
ganking.
I mean, I guess whoever you put there, not likely to be successful, but Clockwork has a little more killing potential if the Enchantress comes in, I'd say.
Until that 4-minute mark where it hits nighttime, but that's something where they want to get kills and aggressive very early on. Kuroki will scout out Equal here, so he knows the Enchantress nearby. He'll block the big camp himself, just deny one camp Enchantress. Enchantress, though, lucks out, gets a Centaur.
Oh, jeez. Oh. Na'Vi will have their hands full now, but Rubik quite good at just countering the initiation and walking away, so... Na'Vi might not get many levels on their supports, and indeed they are very level dependent, but should be okay. They might have to lift the Centaur, though, as it gets rather close. Not stomping just yet, just beating away at Kuro. Well, I actually like this from Next.kz. These supports need a lot of levels. They're not getting any.
Havost at bottom lane, he's pretty durable, shouldn't be in too much trouble here, but at the same time, Enchantress has to be very careful, because level 1 does actually get another Dark Troll to go with the Centaur,
jeez.
so...
Na'Vi just gotta be like, come on already.
You know, as long as
This
they don't
creep-
die here, though, like, the end of the day, your Enchantress is going to be level 1 for a long time in this enemy jungle, because she's not farming, she's just going, basically picking up creeps. Just farms a couple small creeps, and that's not really going to be enough to get level 2 anytime soon.
I do worry about these supports for Na'Vi, though. The pull camp's blocked off, they're running a defensive tri-lane, and what are they going to do? Split the experience 3 ways? That is going to be very difficult. So, it's where Na'Vi should win their solo lanes, and already Funnick going on to Mantis, who started boots first. This is why he did. He's expecting to be in the 1v1 against the Batrider. That is the matchup he gets. Yeah, the other lane, as expected, will go well for Dendy. Already 8-2. Bottle can come out very soon, and they should do pretty well in these 1v1s. Whatafaka gets thrown in. Na'Vi's still going for the first blood attempt, but Puppy could end up being going down here. If they get off a Void, it's only level 1. Actually, it won't be enough. He will fall. Meanwhile, mid, they made a go on Dendy's Shadow Fiend, but we're not successful. So Navi strike first. Dendi, one more auto attack to get this kill. The salve up is there. Kept alive for now.
Was that another enchant we used here? So that's got a 30-second cooldown, which is a bit annoying for Enchantress. So really good start for Na'Vi. Offensive trialing has essentially failed at this point, and this Enchantress is not all that effective.
And like you said, Enchantress needs to be doing really well for her team early on, given the way they drafted and the strength of Na'Vi in the mid game. And she did a good job slowing down the supports, but now they've given up a first blood. They relieve the pressure on the bottom lane.
Here comes a potential second blood on mid as well.
Dendi needs to bottle up here, though. He doesn't have any raise mana. He'll have just a single raise, but oh, now he can start using the bottle charges. He'll start unwinding with raise number 1. Gets vacuumed into the cogs.
What was that?
Miracle cogs. So will fall in the end.
That should not have dragged Dendi in. That was some funky interactions.
We've seen the vacuum lasso. And
yeah.
I have seen that before, though. Cogs is like, it just decides, it's like, it decides if you're inside or outside, and then it will move you around to
I think the trees kind of, like, with the trees there, it just messed up with the pathing as well, but...
Yeah. Oh, there he goes. They get a tiny bit of damage. There's a slow here from Equal. I think they might be able to get this kill. The lift is there, though, thrown back directly towards the Enchantress. Then Havos eats the Centaur. A little cheeky play with his dying breath.
Yeah.
They'll dive Kuroki here, but they don't have another Void. If they had one, that would be another kill. Just short.
Does he get the bonus gold for Devour when he dies with it inside him? I guess he doesn't.
Maybe it's still inside him when he comes back.
No,
Well, you get the initial bonus gold immediately, I think.
You get like the kill bounty, but do you not get the bonus gold?
I thought you got the bonus gold immediately and then the actual creep bounty when
Oh, maybe,
it dies.
yeah.
I think
I have it backwards, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's how
They're gonna go in on Mantis. Oh, what a fucker bottom lane. The Centaur stun coming out. What a fuck is in trouble here. The burst damage is enough from Na'Vi. They're gonna kill her. Also get cold fitted up, but that's not gonna matter too much.
Na'Vi are not supposed to be winning the laning stage. This is not what Next.kz's lineup is designed for. A Night Stalker of all heroes, the Clockwork, those are the two that are going to be able to control the mid game, and obviously Clockwork, already a tough matchup. This is actually a matchup we saw at TI3 where Bulba just got destroyed on the Clockwork end of this versus 430 Shadow Fiend, but I mean, who's going to turn this game around for them? Nature's Prophet isn't having a very good time top. Funnick diving for a potential kill here. Napalm stacks begin to come out. There's 7 stick charges, so I don't know if he'll commit to this, but he could just flame break for the kill beat. The stick charges isn't enough, pushes him away. Double damager, though, allows him to continue pursuit. Getting a bit of vision here. Is he going to be able to secure the kill? Another sticky napalm charge. Down goes Mantis. And Next.kz are now losing all 3 lanes. Convincingly as well.
Sonic's trapped up here, though. He's got Firefly in, well,
no mana.
10 seconds, but no mana, yeah. TP comes in. Should see, I see it's Night Stalker.
Well, this will be a nice kill for him.
Yeah.
Rocket comes in, but they're still investing a decent amount for this, and at the very least, then he gets some free farm during this time.
Dendi doing really well in the mid lane. He's picked up the Gloves of Haste, which pretty much says Midas at this point. Very rarely do you see you see the Gloves of Haste before the Belt of Giant Strength if you're going for treads. So.
I think it's the way the game's developing, why not go Midas? Like, if he gets Midas, you already have Doom, and Next.kz don't have the best late game, and they're losing the laning stage, that just puts a huge clock on them. In comes Puppey, he came from the top side of the river, and Mantis, well, the tree amp block, he didn't feel like he had the double raise, I guess. I thought he could have went for that. He had the long range.
Bottom lane, it looks like the stand-in Illusionist, he's gonna go down. Easy pickings.
Well, maybe not.
They cancel. Voss canceled his last. He wanted that last hit.
Yeah.
Voss getting a bit greedy.
Well, kill secured. Wow. Hiroki has played a lot of Rubik.
Is under attack.
This guy used to be a carry player too, so that stat is especially.
Yeah.
When did he switch to support? I guess that was the Dota 2.
Yeah, that was Dota 2.
In Dota 1
always been support.
Okay.
As long as I can remember, he played. I think
maybe back at TI1 was he still playing carry?
He was even TI2. He stood in for mouse sports, and he was playing. Yeah, he was playing support there.
Yeah.
For Black.
Okay, so it's been a long time.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Next.kz, they have their global gank still. Ancient Apparition, though, not level 6. He's not level 6. Night Stalker is only level 5. Clockwork, not even level 7.
Not for you.
I mean, sure, they've got the pickoff, but even Prophet's not level 6. Yeah. Maybe they can get this kill on Dendi.
Need this kill. The hookshot's going to be attempted to line up here. There is the backup of Funnick, and Funnick could just turn this one around. Flame Break actually pretty nice against the Clockwork. You can just Flame Break him out of the out of his own cogs, so you can protect yourself from the battery assault damage.
Mantis will teleport top, and it looks like Next.kz, they'll try to put a bit of pressure on the tier 1, but Na'Vi, not really too worried about this. Night Stalker and Prophet, not the best pushing duo at this stage of the game. They'll do a bit of chip damage to the tower, but Navi
Radiant's
will be there
top
well in
tower
time
is
to
under
defend.
attack.
They still have their glyph available. Next.kz need to be careful.
Radiant
Puppy
structures
is staying
are
pretty far back
fortified.
here. The Night Stalker is level 5, has earn charges as well, which you can use offensively, so... who
There's your
knows?
double Midas. Late game secured. Next.kz, set the clock. I give him 15
Radiant's
minutes
top
to do
tower
something
is
big.
under attack.
That fiends in. Is that the Dooms the other one? Yeah.
Yeah. No, so Vost and Dendi, but why not?
Well,
Just so much
Radiant's
pressure
middle
on
tower is under attack.
Next.kz when you get those 2 Midases with this draft.
I think gonna just stall this push coming from top lane, and that's what Next.kz need. If they're not getting kills, they need to be pressuring and taking
Radiant's
towers.
top tower
They're
is
unable to
under
even do so at
attack.
top lane. They've got 4 or 5 heroes converging though, and the hook shot gonna miss. That's a
And they're still going in.
unfortunate
They're
miss.
going in with the missed hook shot. Night Stalker has picked up a point in his ultimate. Stalkat saying, we have to force something, guys, and we gotta do it soon. But Puppy says, well, maybe we'll get a kill out of this. Nope. The battery cell cancels the shackles almost instantly. Stalkat, however, on the run. Kuro's gonna join the fray, and they should get the kill of Stalkat here. Make it a 1-for-1 when it's all said and done. Let's do a decent amount of damage on his way,
Yeah.
but not enough.
They get the observer down between the towers, which is actually really important for Next.kz if they're trying to get aggressive and push that top lane. But problem is, this nighttime is not going to last too much longer, and then the push is an event.
Dire's
Oh, they
middle
might get
tower is
a,
under
given a
attack.
freebie here. Dendi walks right into Whatafaka. And that was like the second the night was about to end. He took the early point in the ult,
Yep.
and it works out.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Whatafaka's got the urn charge to heal himself back up. He'll use them as well. I think he needs to head back to Fountain regardless, so maybe he just wanted to save those, but...
Yeah, I think it's good to just sit on one, because when you use the last one to get a kill, you get the 2 back. So.
He stay out here farming because he doesn't need to go
Dire's top
ganking now that
tower
it's
is
daytime, so he
under
probably
attack.
just wants to get a bit more experience during this daytime for the next 4 minutes.
Well,
This next nighttime pretty much decides the game, as far as I'm concerned.
yeah, and before the next nighttime comes, Funnick should have his Blink Dagger. Shadow Shaman not yet level 6, but aside from that, I will probably see like treads of Dendi maybe in a club by then, so Navi will get some key items and levels up before that next nighttime even comes. So, okay, this is not where he wants to be. Gets tubed, gets shackled. Ancient Apparitional will connect on 2, but it's just not enough damage. And then right before he dies, Kuro says, give me that rocket flare. Gimme, gimme.
Nice little pick off for Navi. Using Doom this early on, I mean, just take it for whatever kills you can get. It's one of those things where I feel like too many heroes try and keep their ultis for a big team fight, like Doom, Enigmas. Just getting single pickoffs is well worth it. I mean, we saw TC didn't use Doom for 42
I was about
minutes.
to say the same
Like,
thing.
and it's like, just if you find any kill, even a support hero, like Colt, we're not a support hero, but it's worth using a Doom to get a freebie kill in the first 10 to 15 minutes of the game when there's no team fights going on.
Yeah, secure the kill, get the gold yourself, and just keep on rolling.
Doom's got a really short cooldown as well. Like it gets back up surprisingly fast. 100 seconds doesn't sound that short, but it actually doesn't have that much downtime.
Yeah, when you factor in while that hero's dead, they're probably not looking to fight, so then it's like effectively 70, 80 seconds before the next time where you could use it, and generally it's worth it.
Not so
Later on, maybe you want to hold it, make sure that you get core heroes with it so they don't like use a buyback to take Roche or threaten the base, but like you said, early on, just use the damn thing. I was getting a little frustrated yesterday, not gonna lie.
That had to be a record as far as the longest like someone's gone without using the ultimate in a pro game.
It was... It's one of those things, from his perspective, it's one of those things like, obviously he didn't plan it, it's just like, never saw a good opportunity, but it...
Funnick in the jungle found the equal here.
Oh, meanwhile, manages to beat Dove by Havos, but yeah, the equal gets pulled back in. He has managed to pop the heal, but there's a lot of fire here, and the equal will burn to death. They'll retreat out. Meanwhile, Dendi takes the tower mid. They're fighting without their Shadow Fiend, and they're winning already. Funnick, Haste Rune, still has some time left on it. Kuro has stolen Chilling Touch, and Navi now are very scary in the fights.
Well, Night Stalker has his ultimate if he wants to go chase
There's a
it.
rocket to fly in, but not enough damage to get the kill.
No A ultimate either for 15 seconds. Already throwing it out, so it looks like Navi will get out A-OK.
They do see Kuro here with that ward you mentioned,
Yeah,
but just nothing to follow it up.
everyone's just like Mantis has no HP mana to go in on the Nature's Prophet.
They have Magic Stick. Illusionist can go for an Ancient Apparition Ice
Radiant's
Blast
bottom
here.
tower is under attack.
He's gonna let it fly. Will it connect on Kuro? It's pretty good. The angle's right. Might get the kill. Will Kuro dodge this one? Ancient Apparition ult snipes his head off. Pew pew. Well done.
Caught unawares. You can actually see that on the minimap when it's flying at you, and try either sidestep it or run. You run back towards your own tier 3 tower to dodge it, but
I think Kuro saw it. It got used a bit earlier, and he's like, "Eh, it's probably not ready yet," or just not on the top of his mind. Nice kill though, but it's the support Rubik end of the day. And I still feel for Next.kz, having not killed Dendi at all.
He's going to steal the room with a blink forward. He's got lassos. The hook shot going to completely miss. Oh dear, StarLadder, not his best form right there.
I said having not killed Dendi at all, but I mean he's died once, Savos has died once, but these are they've got Midases out. They have huge CS numbers. And the Rubik's nice and all, but they need to kill core heroes.
Here we go. It's nighttime. This is it.
Oh, Post is not an easy one to bring down, but nice tree blocks there, and with the fire now ending, he drops the stop, but will fall. Scorched Earth, man. For some reason, I've been forgetting that spell name lately. They'll smoke and head towards mid, looking for a pickoff. Nope, bottom it will be.
Well, you've got lasso here, so even though it's nighttime, they still can fight. Now you can just straight up burst down the Night Stalker if you want to.
They can kill the clock as well. Looks like they were going to kill him if he stuck around, but he did retreat.
Night Stalker may run right at them. We'll reveal Kuroki here.
Uh-oh, he's found himself something, but there's also some backup.
Yeah, I think he realized that he didn't quite know how many exactly there were there, and Funnick would have been the death of the Night Stalker.
He is quite tanky, and Funnick leaning forward, but not going to commit to that.
That would have been a tricky kill. Only Rubik was in range to back him up.
And this Night Stalker actually is a point booster, so he is very tanky.
Even if he gets lassoed there, I'm pretty sure he lives. But
they need either the Doom or the SF, I would say, to kill the Night Stalker.
Tower has fallen.
The Shadow Shaman, he has phase boot, so he can just phase out of a ward trap anyway.
Yeah. If you have the Shadow Shaman with Rubik and Bat, right, like the 3 heroes, you can probably kill him with the chain stun, but...
True.
Well, we'll see ya. Now, nighttime, Next.kz get the top tier 1 tower, possibly looking for her Voss once again.
Hook shot barely connecting there, just hits a range creep and then close enough to a Voss with AoE. What a fucker gets the kill.
Misses the hook shot, misses the cogs, but they get the kill. The cogs actually worked out by pushing him back into the rest of the team, but hey, it works. It wasn't pretty from StarLadder.
It was better than hooking an illusion, that's for sure. And well, Next.kz will take a tower, but Na'Vi, well, maybe get a tier 1 out of this still if it's a tier 1 for tier 2 trade. And the kill, Next.kz will be happy, but they're not killing this tower very quickly, and Chilling Touch not helping them versus the tower.
It's not certain as if Puppy wants to keep pushing this bottom lane, but by the looks of things, Dendi's actually knows coming back, so I think they look to pressure this tier 2, drop the Serpent Wards, force some TPs back. They don't really want to fight during nighttime necessarily.
Oh, mid lane, Mantis caught out by the lasso, and then suddenly the Shadow Shaman shows up. Puppy, Funnick combine, the Stretch Armstrong shackles secure the kill. Dogcat's looking for an opening here.
And he's almost got his
123 CS, 14 minutes in, and he died earlier too, but that Midas, Radiant side, uncontested.
He's almost at that like 10 last hits a minute point. He's 125 in 15 minutes. That's impressive from that.
Yeah, this is actually Next.kz getting a taste of their own medicine, because this is what they've been doing to win games, is just running that SF mid, getting a fast Midas, and just getting him incredibly fat. Actually, they've also been running a lot of Doom. Their Doom itemizes a bit differently, like he normally goes Phase Drum, Shadowblade, no Midas, but actually a similar draft that Next.kz has employed in a lot of their signature wins in StarLadder.
Nighttime going to be wearing off fairly soon. Got probably maybe like a minute or a minute and a half left. And what a fucker, he's doing well. He's 4-2-1, but I still feel like he just isn't quite good enough to get the big enough edge.
What is Next.kz going to do about a Shadow Fee BKB? Oh, they got nothing on this.
Yeah, Mantis is going to get the hell out of here. Batrider's keeping in, but luckily for Mantis, it's a long, long TP, so Funnick won't be able to catch up.
Na'Vi can just 5-man with this BKB, and all Next.kz can do is split push. They can't take fights anymore. I actually think with the Shadow Fiend, they have no way to kill him.
Na'Vi can just push down towers as well. Pick up a hood on the Doom here, so he'll be building towards a pipe. They haven't really got a mech buyer at this point.
Pavos, what a team player.
I'm a bit surprised he's not. The mech is a bit more, at least early game efficient.
Oh, for the Doom?
Yeah, well, just for like for Na'Vi in general.
Yeah. I guess it taxes the Doom mana pool a bit.
Yeah. Well, the pipe does as well.
Yeah. Just the hood, I guess, is more useful on its own, but... Yeah.
The pipe is always, like, they're blocking the AoE, like, global damage of Next.kz. It blocks and / heals more, if you consider the block to be a heal as well.
I do... Pipe's a safer choice against H Apparition is the other thing, but...
Yeah.
He's not always going to hit a 5-hero Ice Blast. Mech still has its utility.
As things stand here, Na'Vi are going to be pretty happy with the position they're in now. They'll wait for items, maybe like the 4-staff on Funnick, but actually they're not. They're going to smoke up.
Straight down the middle lane. They've got the BKB on Shadow Fiend, and Next.kz simply do not want to take a fight. If they pick one now, it'll end poorly for them. Funnick blinking forward. He is a bit off. In fact, quite off with that blink. Didn't wait for the vision, just assumed where the hero was and went for it. And now, defeated forced on back. The hook shot comes through all the way onto the backside hero. Connects on Puppey. Illusion is dropping low, but not dead yet. And Stallcat doesn't find the kill yet. The hook shot stolen by Kuro. Throws it back the other way. Zaps him for good measure too. And then he pops his BKB, unwinds the Requiem. Mantis, however, giving chase. Not the most effective BKB usage. And Havost is only now joining the fight. He was just off on his own, getting the pipe up. Boy, they could have used the pipe in that fight.
Yeah. Could have used a Doom as well. But
yeah.
They still trade 2 for 1.
They could have used a Havost in that fight.
Next.kz coming out on top. He just losing the clockwork, so 2 for 1 trade, and Next.kz will be pretty happy about that one.
Don't call it a comeback yet, gods, but it was a good fight for them.
It's definitely not a comeback yet. It was.
There's still a double Midas here and a stronger late. Well, maybe not stronger late game lineup, but at least equally strong.
The kills they got are just kills which are like, it was kind of nice. Like the Batrider has a slower 4 stuff, but the big 2 here, Shadow Fiend and Doom, still alive and still farming away.
Yeah, and now they have a pipe out. Something that Navi, probably either the pipe or the mech, they want like just that one good team fight item on the Doom to make their 5-man really scary with the SF BKB.
There is an Aghanim Scepter on Night Stalker. Not an item you see that frequently on Night Stalkers. Generally you look towards like BKB rushes and I mean, Aghanim Scepter is more like that second, third item later on in the game, but I kind of like the Ags Rush. Works nicely with
BKB is not very good this game either. There's Doom, there's Lasso, there's instant disables, and the Hex.
Gives vision for the team like to help the Clockwork hit Rocket Flares, profited ultimates, so just kind of synergizes really nicely with this global style lineup of theirs.
Agreed. Navi, they'll head towards their own jungle. Just some heroes scouting things out, and Next.kz, in terms of their farm progression, is anybody getting towards a really big item. Mantis working towards Necro 3. Illusion is slowly making his way towards an Ags, but you do look at this Next.kz draft and say, where is the damage going to come from? Now that a pipe's out, eventually there'll be multiple BKBs, probably Havost gets one later on in the game. And what do? I don't see how they deal with BKBs right now. Has to be like a Night Stalker with a Basher and like Abyssal Blade almost, but that's not coming anytime soon.
Needs a lot more items to go with that. They need a BKB of his own, although there's Doom, there's Batrider Lasso, so not really the ideal BKB game, but just considering there's a Shadow Shaman Rubik, it's still worth getting that BKB. Dendy's got a gem now. He heads towards top lane. He actually D-wards an Observer Ward here, so of all the heroes to put your gem on, unusual to see it on a Shadow Fiend, but hey, I guess it works.
They have Bat. I'd probably rather give it to Phonic, but
yeah.
Then again, Dendy is BKB, and again, Next.kz have nothing on BKB, so he shouldn't ever die. Worst case scenario. Maybe they can cancel a TP with a hookshot, and then he's a little bit trapped, but that's kind of pushing it.
Nice Ancient stacking coming in from Puppey. Navi just looking to be efficient for now. Keep on time. Even with the daytime, they don't really care much for trying to take fights.
And, well, if it comes to a farm war, Next.kz, just the one Midas. Night Stalker very weak in a farm game. Who else is going to get the farm? I don't know, but Blink Lasso comes in. Phonic very quick on the trigger there. Then they throw the Doom. This is big commitment just to kill off the enemy Clockwork, who doesn't buy back. Maybe he just dies and says, you know what, now we can fight. They've used everything on me. If Navi keep on committing to this push, might be worth the buyback. Do they just go ward Roche and take it?
Oh, teams are undecided. 4 heroes heading towards Roshan. Dandy wanting to maybe just spam raises on one more creep wave. If you spam down this creep wave with raises, it does force Next.kz to at least somewhat defend this tier 2 mid and will give his team the chance to probably get this Roshan.
Also, Havost has a pack leader Zara, so Dendy is hitting very hard right now. Look
Plus
at that.
Vlad's damage, so...
Vlad's damage and has a DD rune. Yeah. 310 damage and change. 320 damage almost.
Yeah. Mantis has got his Necro 3 on the Nature's Prophet, so this is actually pretty useful. As much for the actual team fighting as the split push. Having Necro 3 this early on, like you get a mana bit on Havost and there goes his mana pool. He's maybe not getting off a Doom in a team fight. Necro 3s at 20 minutes in are almost better for fighting than pushing in some cases.
Yeah, there is Denny who can just BKB and focus it down, but I mean, just having an item, honestly, for Next.kz is pretty good at this point. Like, they have nothing in terms of just damage output, so...
Like a 6-7k gold lead going Navi's way. They will go into the Roshan pit, then he blinks in.
And he's more trapped himself, I think.
That was risky, because I think Next.kz are coming to fight this one.
Will it cost Dendymon in the end? Phonic flying high for now, Rocket comes in. I guess he was not fully war trapped, as he does make his way out. Meanwhile, Knight of Waterbucket getting... But Puppey's the one who's isolated here. He goes down. They've got the Night Stalker vision now. A hookshot connects. Dendy unwinding the Requiem, just blows up that Clockwork, but Wadafaka still finding his openings on the periphery of the fight. Kuroki will be next. They've lost their 2 supports. Dendy's BKB is down. Havost has already used Doom, but now with the massive damage on the Shadow Fiend, can they afford to ignore him? Havost will fall. This is 3 dead. Next.kz are doing it. They're winning the fight. Wadafaka cleaning house, dominating streak, pops the Aegis. They can kill him again here as well. 4 heroes dead. Once Dendy dies a second time. No, it blinks away. But they still have the vision. They've got the phase up. Maybe he can go for a quick TP out once the Void gets used. No TP scroll. Gem is going to fall here as well. Dendy, what a disaster for me. 4 heroes dead. Mega kill for Wadafaka. And now Puppy runs in. This might be a 5th death. So he's got a little bit extra backup here, but this equal. Enchantress hitting quite hard, quite fast. Wadafaka is going to be dragged under the tower. They'll finally bring down the Night Stalker, ending a 700 gold bounty going their way. Funnick will clean up equal as well, and Next.kz had a wonderful Roach fight, but they will overextend and give up a few kills here on the way out.
Ancient Apparition does escape with the... And that's the good news for Next.kz, but losing the Night Stalker there, a bit painful for him. And equal, well, he's going to TP, but no way to actually TP out.
Look how long it takes of us to auto-attack. Look at that.
Get the full wind-up going.
Untouchable.
Good spell.
Doom with his pathetic 22 agility.
But that Aghanim Scepter paying off in that fight. That's the vision they got from the Night Stalker Scepter combined with the Nature's Prophet having a Necro 3. So, I mean, you mentioned any items Next.kz can get will help. Well, they had 2 fantastic items to fight. Aghanim Scepter on Night Stalker, Necro 3 on Prophet. Necro 3 just did huge damage that fight. It was really impressive.
Yeah, that Clockwork buyback was crucial there. Buys back. Without the buyback, Navi just takes Roche for free. So
that too.
They could have backed out a bit earlier, but just felt confident about their ability to take the fight. And
Roshan was going down regardless because of the Serpent Lords being there, so I think they thought they had to actually get the Aegis.
Yeah, so it's now lassoed, and right after a good fight, looks like he might give up the kill here. The wards even get dropped just to ensure the kill.
Puppy was really worried about dying.
Havost will pause. He wants 2 minutes.
Please. Puppy now. What do you do here? What's your move against this AA Clockwork as Puppy? Do you just stick in TP? Do you... I mean, where's the AA has ulti? He can throw that at the fountain right now if he wants to.
You just juke around a bit.
They're pinging differently. Next.kz are pinging like all over the map. Like throw the rocket here, throw the AA Ice Blast here.
I mean, he can just run like this way. That's pretty unlikely to be predicted, and then TP out later on.
I think he can just straight TP. He'll heal enough at the fountain before the AA Ice Blast gets there, probably.
Oh wait, is there a rocket on the way? No, it's just cooling down. So they don't actually have rocket, only Ice Blast.
Yeah. He should be fine.
They do have to drop the Serpent Wards, but I mean, it means he lives without the damage. I think he actually would have gone down there, so
yeah,
worth it in the end.
The one thing that's hard against the dodging the AI Blast is there is vision. The Treants hero can spot out Puppy, so...
If you kill the Necro Warrior with your wards, does the hero take damage? Because
no.
Okay. Because this is about to...
It doesn't... You don't take damage from Blade Mail, so I assume... Well, Necro 3, I guess, is a different thing. Maybe?
It's normally like the source of the damage. Like, if it's a hero source damage, itself. The hero takes damage. But there's no unit to take damage here, right?
Well, they're like magic immune unit. They just take no damage, I guess.
Well, we'll find out soon. It's pretty hard to stop the wards from killing the Necro here.
Serpent wards are kind of like towers. Like, it's like if a tower got the last hit. I mean, I guess they are Shadow Shaman controlled, but it's not Shadow Shaman itself. Like, if you kill a Necro 3 with a Necro 3, the Necro 3 takes the damage.
Look at that. What's going on here?
Those Flowering Treants look a lot better in close-up mode.
Oh, let's find out if Puppy's gonna live through this one. He does.
Oh, they've got Urn Charge.
Oh, he just killed it. Yeah, didn't take the damage. So, that's his mechanics revealed. Oh, we'll juke around, but...
I need to be careful. He's spotted here. What the fuck has got the Acceptor? I think he saw him.
Supposed to Pipe and Doom. I don't know if they can kill him just that one, but with the 2, now the 3, and the hook shot. Now Hook is screwed. Go down again.
Acceptor, value item right now.
Look at this. Dendy goes back for a Shadow Blade after his Blink BKB.
Yeah.
What is this?
He bought the amulet when he was dying earlier, and I think that was like a panic, like, this is my goal, let's get an amulet now. It's like, oh, I'll just get a Shadow Blade. Why not? It was, I mean, it's not a bad item.
Next, you have an Ag's Gem. I mean, it's okay for the DPS, but
yeah,
there are better items if you just want some damage.
I don't think it was the best possible item here, although it's not useless by any means.
Got a little move speed, I guess.
Brokey's stolen the Treants, Nature's Call, so he's king himself. bit of Nami at bottom lane, but he needs to get back, get ready to defend.
They're looking to go in here. They do have a Blink Dagger up on the Rubik. Stallcat. Dendy blinks in, pops the BKB, and looks for the Requiem. Follow-up finds and Wilbur's bring him down immediately. Now what a fuck up. Next on the list, Navi finding some big openings here, but Dendy, look at the imp damage onto him. He's just gonna melt. Now the Sprout randomly thrown out.
That's still worth it for Navi to get 2 kills there on core heroes and they recover the gems. So losing Dendy for that, unfortunate, but still worth it.
And not done yet. We'll find Illusionist next. They've stolen the cold feed, and the Illusionist will not escape, will not live to tell the tale.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they're still in Treants. They pushed in the bottom lane quite far.
Yeah, not bad.
They also won that fight without Doom. They didn't even have to use Doom there.
Doom was dead till the very end of the fight after getting picked at ankle.
And the wards, actually. They won that fight without 2 of their big ultimates. That shows you how scary Navi's team fight
Dendy
really
got a
is.
great initiation there. He was the reason they won that fight, although he did have pay for it with his life. He set the first kill and then helps get the Night Stalker goes diving in, which he probably didn't want to do. They should have just left the Clockwork to die.
And Clockwork cogged himself in with Dendy, which just did not end well for him.
Well, maybe see this tier 2 tower go down there. Our Serpent Ward's here. Puppy's actually rotating towards top, maybe thinking to just get this last tier 1.
Oh, Navi to back off, but they don't have the backup, and they're just not on the same page here. Kuroki will throw. Stallcat just up and down, doesn't even bother to drop him out of the cogs, but was dead regardless. Meanwhile, Mantis TP's directly in, eats into Doom. Havos not going anytime securing that kill, but he'll also die. Navi lose 2. It's going to be 3 most likely as Puppy. Imp's crashing through, and they'll make him spill onto the ground. Another bloody death, equal with the triple kill. He's almost got a Scythe of Vice at this rate. Ultimate Orb out, 2100 gold up, and Funnick just running for dear life, but there's no running from the Night Stalker at nighttime. Maybe there's a TP out in time available. Just barely able to get out.
Good thing he survived there. That would have been the gem going back into Next.kz's hands.
That was just poor communication from Navi. They had 2 heroes running top that you pointed out, and they just suck around mid. They should have just backed.
And Havos is just so squishy. He needs that BKB so badly. The AA Ice Blast hits him, and then like 1 or 2 Impetuses, and he's just straight up dead. He's just food right now. He's just dying left, right, and center. He's got 6 deaths, almost a third of Navi's deaths.
Next.kz just winning so many fights. Some sloppy play from Navi, some good play from Next.kz, and they keep it up. They do have enough to take this. Illusionist gets caught out by Dendy, and he'll show off some fancy footwork here as he secures the kill.
The instant blink on Coldfeet is pretty nice. Get out of the range and take no damage.
Well done. But that's pretty much what Navi want, is just a little space creation while they continue farming. Give Havos time to get his BKB up, maybe get Puppy's Blink Dagger.
Dendy needs another item as well, I feel. Like, especially considering he went for the Shadow Blade.
Yeah, like you said, maybe just didn't want to lose gold, but I think it's better to lose a little gold to get the correct item, and now he needs a lot more because he has the Shadow Blade. They will jump in, Lasso is there on equal, and this has basically become the carry for Next.kz, so getting this kill is quite huge. He was well on his way to a site. So the Ultimate Orb had about 2200 gold. Almost had Mystic Staff gold, but not anymore.
Prophet pushing on the top lane, gonna force Dendy to rotate here, so Navi don't really get any chances to follow up these ganks with tower pushes. Even with a Shadow Shaman on their team, they constantly
middle tower is under attack.
having to back off defend against Mantis' split push.
Yeah, and he's up to 3k gold, so Scythe of Vice could be in the works next for him. I think a little bit bigger. Night Stalker's also getting big. What a fucka was very poor earlier in this game. He had just like point boost or phase boots earn. That was when Dendy was sitting on nearly completed BKB, Midas, and the Treads, and now picks up a Crystallis, but Night Stalker has just been getting a lot of kills. 6, 4, and 4. Been pretty powerful. Still, you look at net worth. The Navi are leading that, but a lot of that net worth concentrated in semi-useless or inefficient items.
Yeah, but the gold graph has been completely stable since like the 10-minute mark. It's been 18 minutes where it's been the 7k Navi lead, so Next.kz have completely stabilized. They're holding their own in these last few fights, and they're actually, I think, looking okay here as far as actually being able to take these next few team fights. That's going to be what decides it. Night Stalker's going to hit level 16, so we have got a level 3 ulti. In bottom lane, looks like Mantis, though, he'll get caught out.
Brought back to Puppy, into his waiting arms, drops the wards, no hesitation here, and the kill is down. Meanwhile, top lane, they also do Stallcat, he'll be caught out and brought down as well. Navi, they pick up 2 big kills, and there's immediate buybacks here from the Prophet. Clockwork not buying back yet. Kuroki, he'll pay. And Havos sticks around. Why is he not leaving yet? He BKBs, but no TP scroll. Havos can get ground sprout out here and easily dealt with. Havos overstayed his welcome. Now it's just going to devour a creep. Goes down to the right clicks.
That was
man.
Unfortunate.
He really stuck around.
That's,
I mean, the second that buyback came out, I felt like everyone from Navi should have just scattered to the winds, and Kuroki Navi couldn't really get out in time. And Havos just like stuck around it.
He had his blinders on, just wanted to get that tier 1 tower and doesn't even get it in the end.
Oh, it got denied too.
That was a 4 move if I've ever seen one.
Definitely a 4 move. Although, I'm not sure about this item selection from Next.kz. Equal is going Lincoln Sphere.
Yeah, I'm not too sure either. I think he should have just gone for the Ag Scepter. Like, he's doing, like you say, he's almost the carry for at this point for Next.kz. Getting an Aghanim Scepter would help him out quite a lot. Tank up, as well as give his competitors more range, more damage.
Maybe Havost is the carry for this team while the Goldie's been giving Next.kz lately. Oh, Havost. I mean, it's where Navi just haven't been playing a ton of matches and maybe not bringing their 100% A game.
You know Havost will show up when it counts.
Yeah,
that's it.
We'll tease him a bit here and there, but when it matters.
The big games, he's the one who's often most impressive for Navi. He will not choke on the big stage.
Yeah. Here comes the smoke. Mask of Madness up for Funnick. I'll look for the initiation now. Will Next.kz be prepared? I do want to mention they got the Ag Scepter on Illusionist. That could be huge.
Funnick is farmed. He's got like all his core items right now.
Oh, if they were really watching, they might have seen that Centaur get blocked and the most are just gonna eat it. Screw the element of surprise. Let's get some gold, man. And then here comes your Batrider. Mask of Madness initiation straight onto Illusionist, but he's taking a lot of damage in meanwhile. They pop the pipe. There's no Ancient Emerald, and now the Doom onto Clockwork. Havost in hot and heavy pursuit. They blink and lift him up, drop him down, and Navi just showcasing that killer instinct. Even when it's a close game, even when they're not having the best fights, they're just finding the kills when they really need them. Whatafaka, however, will go in with his own BKB Shadow Fiend Requiem on the backside. Dendy brings down one. Whatafaka getting just blocked by an army of Trance for both teams. And the Radiant Trance proved to be his undoing in the end here. He might get the Havost kill though, who just doesn't have the armor to live through this aggression. But they lift up Whatafaka. They hex him up. They drop him down. And they'll beat him down too. 4 heroes dead. And Dendy leaping forward for the last kill. Shadow Blade. The damage is there. It's a team wipe. Navi hit the gas pedal.
That died to the Necrobook. I don't know. I think maybe his Firefly killed the red Necro.
It must have been the Firefly killing the Necro.
Unless the Necro just straight up right-clicked him down, but oh boy, that was a big team fight. As Navi finally get a fight they come out on top of.
Yeah, 2,500 gold swing, like a 6,000 plus experience swing out of that one. That is a big lead. And now, Kuro looking for more, but he doesn't have backup here. Well, that'll be the death of Kuroki.
I think
even though they're having like some good fights, they're not full. This is not Navi in full sync.
This is Navi.
This is
this is them being onliners right now. This is how they play on online matches.
Yeah, exactly. A little clowny, a little over aggressive, and
oh yeah.
I mean, at the same time, we were talking about they need to win. I mean, they can afford to drop what, like 2-3 games along the way, but
yep, they
got to win probably 6 or 7, something like that.
They've lost, just 1 game so far, so they've got about 3 losses that they can safely, 3 games they can safely lose and still advance.
Okay.
Once you lose more than that,
which means they need to win probably a minimum of 6 games, and any more would be ideal to secure advancement to the LAN finals. And they've got to play a lot of the tough teams coming up. I mean, they've only played 6 games, so.
Yeah. They played Alliance and Empire is
there's still teams like, that's true. There's still teams like Cloud9.
Yeah. They've also played Fnatic, so they've had most of the tough teams, but.
There's like Rockskiss, who's definitely a team that can upset them.
Cloud9, Sigma, there is tough opponents still. I mean, every team has the potential for upsets here.
Even Power Rangers in the past is taking care of business against Navi.
But also funny.
Ghost Scepter, not. Well,
just
he'll
keep
get out
of the roach pit. That's worth hooking just to secure the roach hand for Next.kz.
And Navi were just not in position for that, and now they're overstaying their welcome if they actually go in. Navi will back off. Next.kz get an important Aegis. They give it to Whatafaka, right? Yeah, and he's got plate mail up.
That Assault Caress, and you mentioned like you need that Basher Abyssal Blade type items on your Night Stalker, but there's so many other items you need before that's always the problem. Like he needs this extra armor against the Shadow Fiend right click, and even just Serpent Wards at this stage. But if he can get like the Assault Caress and then a Basher / Abyssal Blade on top of it, suddenly his late game's not too bad.
Yeah, where I worry is if he's the only farm tier in fights, they can just doom him.
Well, maybe not. Lincoln Sphere, you can always Team Lincolns.
There you go. Enchantress Lincolns, that is... I guarantee you that's not been built more than a handful of times. That is an unusual pickup here for Equal.
Smoke from Next.kz. They'd love to pick up Andy. He's the guy carrying Navi right now.
Oh, the ultimate gets popped. A hook shot. No! Stallcat hooks his teammate. Stallcat. Who's to blame? I'm gonna go ahead and say that the clockwork to blame there. Unless they had said, like, you need to move out of the way as soon as we see something.
No, Nightstalker's not even watching his heroes, like, he's not even watching his heroes to see if he's blocking Clockwork. His camera is probably over the middle lane to see which heroes are there. And it's Clockwork's due to know that he's not being blocked by a teammate.
He also hooked illusions earlier, so let's blame Stallcat. No, but in all fairness to Next.kz, it doesn't work out. Not the end of the world, though. They still have the Aegis up. They'll continue to farm. In terms of gold, it's still a Na'Vi lead, as you would expect, but in spite of Dendy's weird items, he's just one more item away from just, like, taking over the fight.
He's almost 10k net worth ahead of anyone on the next side.
He still needs, the Satanic, though, I think. He needs that lifesteal to live in these fights. I still think they can kill him without it. There's Ancient Apparition ult as well, with eggs.
I think you can just tank up with, like, a Scardia or something if you really wanted to.
Yeah.
I kind of like the Scardia set. Butterfly would be a bit of a glass cannon, especially with all this magic damage.
Oh, there's a blink over the top, and now Stallcat gets found on the backside. Blinken as well from Puppey, and looking to go unequal, they'll bring him down. Blinkens or not, won't be enough to keep him alive.
Jace is still on. They want to get this Clockwork with the lasso.
Lasso's there. Stallcat pulled back in. Is there any follow-up? Puppey comes in range, drops the shackles, drops the wards. This is a big investment, but it will secure them the kill.
Worth it. They can just push without the Serpent Wards. Dendy's damage is pretty much just as scary as any Serpent Wards.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
But now Na'Vi another couple pickups, and they may not even go for the push. It looks like Funny going to TP himself down towards the bottom lane. Just stop this push coming out. The Na'Vi just getting more and more farmed on all across the board on their heroes.
Yeah, and now Funix is just going to back to base. Possible he'll pop this Necro book with the Mask of Madness on, and that is going to hurt.
Highlight ways off, but T2 for, well, I don't even know if Na'Vi will get this top tower. Will Next.kz try and fight this?
No wards here, and they only have 3 heroes top.
No Clockwork for 15 seconds, though. That's the main thing.
Shadow Fiend's not there yet. He is buying right now. It is a Butterfly.
TP'd in with BKB.
They'll find Puppey, but the rest will retreat. So they get themselves a Shadow Shaman kill. They don't lose any cores. Mid lane, Illusionist working on Dendy. And he could end up going down here. There's some backup on the way. Pops the BKB, just tries to go to work. He needs a crit. Doesn't get it.
Oh, I thought it'd kill the He could have killed the AA there, but I guess he's what, 4-5 second BKB now. So
they're really diving this. What a fucker. Really? Okay, he backs off.
Find Funny shortly. I'm gonna go into the jungle here. His like circle of vision is just impressive. So 2.3k gold now up on him as well. So the Assault Crowd's probably not too far off.
I do miss seeing my Night Stalker though. It's definitely a fun, just action-oriented hero. He doesn't farm well, so you have to go and fight. Like, that's pretty much how the hero works.
I like a lot of players have started going minus on him. They won't even get it first item. Like, they'll get the phase bottle first, even an urn first, and they'll get like a 12 to 15 minute Midas just because it helps him just farm much better for the late game. I think Hani started doing it first with Fnatic, and
Demon did it in Korea a few times as well.
Yep.
I think he also did standing in for Fnatic. Was it D2L? Yeah, I think
yeah,
it's D2L.
the D2L LAN finals. Yeah, I like the Midas build. Not like you don't look to rush it. It's always after your boots bottle, maybe your urn, but it does help out Nightstalker a lot.
It just addresses his farm issues, and he can stay active and still get kills. But even without a Midas, he's still got some. He doesn't have a lot of net worth, but the items that What the Fuck has gotten are just very cost-efficient items. Items that give you a lot of value for relatively little gold.
Hang on, Next.kz looking for a smoke pickup. They're not going to find anyone. They'll see Na'Vi at top lane now, so they have to make a decision if they look to fight this one. They'll pop the darkness. They're going to walk right past an observer ward, though.
Oh, but Na'Vi are pretty well ready for this one, and they go immediately. What the fuck, it does get off the BKB. Catch Lasser for trouble. Pipe gets deployed in a timely fashion. What the fuck, dropping. Low, not yet. Requiem is there. Can they bring down a fucker? Need one more auto attack. In comes Motherfucker back in the range. He does have Aegis, and Dendy has been hexed, but can they bring him down? He's just gonna go straight onto Motherfucker. He doesn't care that he doesn't have BKB. And why should he with those crits?
Well, Equal gonna go down as well. Voss is chasing him down. As he can't right click. Level dead. One. The chilling touch works against Voss there. It slows down his attack speed even further. Like as if he doesn't hit slow. Up already. Jesus.
Radiant's middle tower.
It looked like he was trying to throw, but
that was
Rubik
stolen
couldn't complete the motion.
I was about to say, how did he got chilling touch? But yeah, Rubik, Kuroki stealing. It's a pretty nice spell to steal in a team fight like that.
That is not slow motion either. That's just Doom's like awful agility at work. 35 agility at 40 minutes.
Radiant's middle tower
Real
is
life
under
just
attack.
looks more exciting in slow motion.
Doom lives at a
Dire's
different
top
pace from
tower
us mere
is under
mortals.
attack.
Everyone should spend at least 1 day a year going around in
Dire's
slow
top
motion.
tower has fallen.
I feel like you'd get bored. Some things would get really boring really quickly. Can you imagine brushing your teeth in slow motion? It's like a 5-minute brushing session, 10
Dire's
minutes
top
long.
tower
Oh.
is under attack.
Some things would be great,
Dire's
some things would not be
structures
so.
are fortified.
They're just all crafts though, so we'll see slightly less hilarious shenanigans. Dandy blinking forward as the lasso comes out. Skullcat gets picked off to start the fight. Now on to Equal, who's flame break back and then Hex
Go,
up.
Hozos, go, get those right. He doesn't even try for the
Yeah,
injection.
he's like, you know what? This is something I can actually hit. I can hit towers. You can't stop me, but it's really just Dendy cleaning up. Godlike 350.
Dire's top
Mice
tower
hits as
is
well.
fallen.
He's just got all the creep kills in the gold, the hero kills, the creep kills.
Don't kill that Necrobook, Dandy. Oh, you can fight that level. Yeah, boss takes it for him. He kills off the red Necro, and Navi get Raxus. GG gets called. Dandy the
Dire's
Superman.
top
He's the
barracks
the
has
guy
fallen.
carrying Navi this time around. But hey, good game.
Dire's
All in
middle
all,
tower
End of the
is
day,
under
win to win.
attack.
Yeah.
Not their smoothest win by any means. A better team might have been able to punish it, but I just felt Next.kz, the way the lane started, it was always going to be hard for them. This was with Navi making some bad mistakes, Next.kz having a really good Roche engagement, but Navi just had so much control, so much damage. They went greedy after a good start, and despite some miscues, it was always going to be uphill for Next.kz.